Beyoncé has made a major change to her Cowboy Carter tour just weeks after the singer was left hanging midair during a terrifying stunt. The Grammy winner, 43, who has sparked fear in fans that she could possibly retire, took to the stage in Atlanta on Thursday, where she debuted a mechanical gold horse, which she rode inside the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Up until last month, she had ridden on a red Cadillac convertible which would suspend over the crowd. But the prop began to suddenly tilt amid her June 28th concert in Houston, which caused the singer to abruptly stop the show. However, Beyoncé has since made the slight alteration to her tour this week with the flying gold horse. She notably sits on the prop as it soars through the air while belting out her country track, 16 Carriages. It is not the first time that the songstress has used a horse as a prop while performing on stage. Back in 2023, during her Renaissance tour, Beyoncé used a sparkling silver horse, which mimicked her Renaissance album cover. The star kicked off her Cowboy Carter tour earlier this year in April and is in support of her 8th studio album of the same name, which was released in 2024. She is set to perform 2 additional dates in Atlanta on Sunday, July 13th and the following Monday. The Crazy in Love hitmaker will then travel to Las Vegas later this month, where the tour will conclude on July 26th at Allegiant Stadium. Late last month, the mom of 3 was forced to abruptly stop her show after the flying car she was riding on seemingly began to tilt midair. The horrifying moment occurred at her Houston concert on June 28th and stunned audience members who had captured it on video. The red convertible, which is normally in an upright position, could be seen at an obvious slant as she soared through the air during her 16 Carriages performance. "Stop," Beyoncé could be heard sternly saying. "Stop, stop, stop," she further commanded, concern evident in her voice. The crowd inside then grew quiet before they erupted into a mixture of yelling and cheering. The vehicle, which was attached to various cables, was slowly and safely brought back down to the stage. Despite the terrifying stakes, Beyoncé appeared calm whilst in the car. It's unclear what exactly occurred, but according to various social media accounts, her car began to tilt in the air. According to the Houston Chronicle, her car had stopped moving midair. DailyMail.com contacted representatives for Beyoncé for comment, but did not immediately hear back. According to Hot New Hip Hop, Beyoncé left the stage floor briefly after her car was properly lowered to the ground before coming back to wrap up the performance. The songstress, now safely on stage, then resumed performing her song and thanked her fans with a heartfelt message. "I want to thank y'all," she told the audience, adding, "for loving me. If ever I fall, I know y'all will catch me." The incident, which occurred in her hometown of Houston, is not the first time she has suffered from a mechanical issue during her Cowboy Carter tour. In May, the songstress was captured in fan video on the final show of her 5-night run in Los Angeles, as a robot on stage failed to hit its mark. During one section of the concert at Inglewood's SoFi Stadium, Beyoncé took a break to sit on a large gold thrown as a robotic arm that wouldn't have been out of place in a factory attempted to pour a bottle of liquor into her glass on one of the throne's arms. But the robot upended the bottle just an inch or two away from the drink, and instead poured the liquid all over the golden chair she was sitting in. She was supposed to follow up the over-the-top display by taking a sip of her drinking and grabbing a remote control on the other armrest, as if to turn on the TV before vegging out. But the Texas Hold'em singer, who was dressed in a busty white Western suit covered in sequins and tassels, looked surprised and embarrassed as she briefly picked up her glass and realized that it was empty. Her mouth started to curl into a smile as she quickly returned the empty glass to its spot on her armrest. But Beyoncé managed to tamp down her smile and continued with the act as she picked up the remote and flicked it as if to turn on a television. And in June, Beyoncé lost her chaps on stage during a show in London. The diva from Texas was walking while singing as the fringed chaps fell to the ground as she looked astonished, according to TMZ. Her look was a gold plunging bodysuit under gold fringed chaps, with high heels and sunglasses as her accessories. The site claimed that she effortlessly performed during the embarrassing incident as she slid down to pull the chaps back on. The Cowboy Carter Tour, officially titled Cowboy Carter and the Rodeo Chitlin Circuit Tour, is Beyoncé's ongoing concert tour in support of her album Cowboy Carter. It's an all-stadium tour featuring 32 stadium shows in the U.S. and Europe and will conclude on July 26th in Nevada.